Your sloth impression was horrible, by the way.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, little kitty.
Oh my
Oh my
god, can we please
god.
get to the point?
Jayne.
Yeah, no, can
Jayne,
we
Your
just
Honor?
get this
I'm in
done and
character,
over
right?
with already, please?
Okay, so you remember what do you remember what's happening?
I don't, quite frankly, don't really care at this point. I just want to get this damn
That
thing
is
over
not
and done
an
with already
answer
so
to
I
what
can
I
go
just
home
asked.
and go to sleep.
Okay, why are you here?
Fuck if I know.
You know why we're here, Sai?
It was so that we could write the contract to commence the start of Jayne's sentence.
Okay, and what was Jayne's sentencing?
I didn't sleep at all
Community
the night
service.
before, so I don't really
Do you remember that?
much. Well, yeah, I remember that. Something about forced therapy, even though I already get therapy already, and community service, but that's it.
Okay. So we're here to basically give...
Yeah?
We're here to give you the terms of it and the contract that you have to sign for it. And to go over it and stuff.
Okay.
And frankly, if you do that one more time, I'm about to change this contract plan and make it worse on you.
Really?
You're still in my courtroom. Basically, it's right there. You're still going to treat me with respect, and you're going to treat everybody in here with respect. Which means looking at me when I'm talking.
Oh my god, whatever.
And not rolling your eyes and all of that stuff.
Look, can we just hurry up and get this done so I can go home and go to sleep? Because I have been stressing out over this so long, and I'm just tired. I honestly, now that this trial is done and over with, I can just stop stressing and just go back to my normal everyday stuff.
Well, not quite. You are still signing a contract, and there are still consequences you have to deal with.
Consequences like community service. That literally...
You want me to read out the list of proposed things?
Sure, enlighten me. Like, I care.
Or would you like... You're not making this any easier on yourself.
Yeah, I've heard that story thousands of times.
I will have you switch seats with Midnight if you continue to act this way. I will talk to Midnight instead of you.
Well then go on, read the things. Read the proposed list of potential punishments.
Potential punishments. This is basically a contract that you will sign.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be consequences if you don't abide by the conditions. Which can be as little as... And okay, you know what? Midnight, switch seats with Jayne.
No.
Excuse me.
Sure thing.
No.
Whatever.
Would you like me to switch with
No.
Moses as well?
You're fine.
I don't really care.
Midnight. The proposed things as punishment for what Jayne has done.
Mm-hmm.
To start with, once Jayne has signed it, Jayne will not be allowed to speak or converse with anyone outside of those of us present here at this table about any of the stuff in current terms of what they see or hear while working in community service.
about freedom of speech?
Do you have any complaints about that?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the whole thing? Jayne, can you stop? You broke the chair.
I didn't touch the damn chair.
You did. We can see what you did.
If you get up from the chair right now, you will see what we mean. You're close. There you go.
You're
Not
making it
touching the
worse.
chair. There we go. It's fixed.
Okay.
Don't break my chair. Okay.
Sorry.
As I was saying,
Mhm.
once signed, Jayne will not be allowed to speak or converse with others outside of those of us present about what they see or hear while working community service. Do you have
Okay.
any complaints about that?
It affects her, not me, so I think it's fair.
Okay. On to the next one. As I have already spoken to Sage about it, basically, Jayne will be under house arrest, basically, at Sage's house, and will be released, basically, like, Sage will be taking care of and protecting Jayne as the main, like, guardian, taking guardianship, basically. And as a secondary, it would be me, as I am practically right there anyway.
You didn't say shit about this during the trial.
Do you have any complaints about the house arrest things or any of that?
No.
Awesome.
I do.
On to the next point.
Excuse me, I have complaints about both of those things.
With Jayne staying in
This
a
is
Diadem's
your
land,
sentence.
Jayne
You have
cannot
nothing
steal or
to say about
trespass.
this?
I think
I'm
that's
just invisible
completely
right now.
normal. I'm ignoring.
Alright, okay.
What about
just-
freedom of
okay.
speech?
Minute.
Oh,
No
alright,
complaints.
What do you
Can I
have
not
to
even
add?
talk
Freedom
to
of
my
speech
partners?
does not eliminate you from freedom of consequence.
We literally just asked you what you have to say. What is it?
I literally have multiple houses in safe places. I'm not.
Too bad.
Why you forced me to stay in one?
Yes,
God, it's
because
like that
that is
one.
what house
So you're
arrest
under
is.
surveillance.
We know where you are.
Let's make this very clear. If you were under house arrest anywhere else, house arrest is what you were gonna get.
I have already talked to
Sure.
Sage, and Sage has agreed about this.
I don't know why you would be like this, because honestly, from what I know of,
No,
Sage is
I-
the safest person. You could be under
You
house
literally
arrest.
get to stay with Sage. It could be worse. I could force you to live at my house.
You could live with me.
Well, I mean, I also have
Actually, my house is
the
nice,
sanctuary base I stay at because I have to protect the.
You can still visit there, but you will just be under
but provision.
like guardianship. And since it's outside
It
the
is just
territory,
you just
Midnight
have
will
to
most
come
likely be
back
there with you.
to Sage's house as your main place for right now.
You have a curfew.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fork.
Am I not able to? And I can't talk to anybody about this either. Like, not even my partners or.
We're doing this to avoid any gossip or rumors
You
that
cannot
could end
talk
up
about
going...
any of the terms of community service. That does not mean, however, you can't tell people where you are staying. It is on a Diadem territory, so you would have to make sure that we know about it. But you can have people visit you. You are not fully shut off from everyone.
Okay. Whatever.
Do you have any other things to bring up?
No.
Okay, I'll continue on to the next point then. Jayne is not allowed to harm or harass anyone unless obviously taking actions in self-defense. If actions are taken against you, they will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis by me. You will just have to tell me when it happens. I'll talk to both sides of it, get the whole story, figure out what happened. You will have, obviously, the protection and care of several people, regardless, who should have more reason to say why you did something in self-defense, but you can't go around attacking people without reason, really. Does that make sense?
I think that one's completely fair.
Okay, good for you, Midnight.
Yeah.
Any complaints from this side of the table about any of the ones so far?
But I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off because you're cutting out a lot for me.
Okay.
Am I cutting out for everyone else or just
No.
Midnight?
Just Midnight.
I think it's just midnight. That's the reason why midnight's turning off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying out data. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Any complaints so far? Concerns? Anything from this side of the table?
Jesus, is there anything that you think would be a problem?
Yeah, Beezus, what do you think?
Jayne.
I have a question regarding current possession of Jayne's weapons while within a Didom's walls.
How about we get to that after we finish reading the concerns, and we'll talk about Jayne's weapon.
I mean weapons plural. I do not want Jayne harming anyone within the walls of a Didom. That is a concern.
Yes.
Oh, you mean...
What makes you think I would do that? I've never harmed anybody from his item.
I can add to the
Not
notes
you
recent
have.
trespassing something
not-
about not using
Not
weapons
recently,
against
not
anyone.
in a
or
Didom
something like that.
territory. So
I think it's a perfectly fair thing considering all of the stuff that you were guilty of.
The
to
only
not feel
concerning
comfortable with
weapon
you with
I
weapons.
would ask about is just Shadow Mist, but that's already been taken into evidence, so I don't need to worry about that one.
I need that back, by the way, at some point.
We do have it as it says for a Didom about no stealing or trespassing. I can add in another thing about no using weapons while in a Didom.
Yes.
That would be great.
Okay.
I would like Shadow Mist back though, because I only gave it to you for
We can
that
talk about that later.
one party, but
We're gonna continue going with these.
there's a lot of power
Okay.
in there that I don't know if...
Okay. So, Jayne, you will be required to attend therapy once every 2 weeks. But either you or me, 'cause let's be real, whatever, can request an additional date of therapy whenever they deem it necessary. So you can ask for therapy, I can ask you to come in for extra therapy, but you are at least required once every 2 weeks.
Like I haven't
Does
done
that sound good
already.
therapy-wise?
Like I haven't already been doing that.
Is that worth saying, or is it worth just agreeing?
Sure.
Thank you. Midnight, any concerns, questions, any comments and
Yes.
stuff you'd like to add?
Again, no.
Anything from this side of the table?
Jesus?
I have no concerns.
Okay.
Okay.
Beep, oh, beep.
Beep, boop, beep, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't understand. Why'd you
0, 1,
willingly
0,
turn
0,
yourself
1,
back
0.
into a... Why'd you willingly
0, 1,
turn
0, 1,
yourself
0,
back
0, 1.
into a program? Like,
I'm not a program. Oh, didn't mean
like
to do that. That's my bad. Sorry, I was
computer
trying to eat.
microwave
Well,
head or
I-
something.
Jayne,
Why would you
I will
willingly-
punch you.
you will not while you are in this room.
I just don't understand why you would
Jayne,
willingly
then
do that to yourself
to-
again.
Jayne.
Like,
To everyone in the room, I got places to be. Please, let's get done with this.
I'm going to hand you your contract. If I notice any changes in it, you will not want to deal with it. Just sign the book.
I just have one concern. What exactly
What's your
does this
concern?
community service entail? Like, what specifically would I be doing?
Sign the book.
Well, no, I'm not signing it until I know what specifically I'd have to do.
Sign the
Read
book.
it.
The conditions of your actual community service are separate from this. This is just in terms of the sentencing. You will learn more about the community service later. You just gotta sign the book. I have literally...
With your full name. Just out of character real quick with
Just
your, like,
sign it with your full name.
in-character full name.
I'm reading
You
it.
just sign the book.
I'm reading it.
We don't have time for you to read it.
Alright.
I've read it out loud.
Okay, jeez.
This is for the sake of midnight, just do it.
Well,
No, as in that was a bit in character, but like we can extend a little bit.
alright, well then in that
Just-
case...
Wanted to make sure, because...
There's not that much.
Alright, alright.
Alright, well then in that case, no, I want you to tell me what the community service is before I sign it.
Jayne, just, I don't know the specifics because Their Honor hasn't really said much about it, but you will simply be of assistance to those who request it, but regardless, those terms and that contract will keep you safe.
Oh, like
Regardless.
a servant. Let's see how it is.
Sign
Like a
the
maid.
contract.
I mean, if you'd like, we
Just
can have
sign
you
it.
be of assistance to QV, and you already know what QV wants to do, considering what you've been known for.
Ah, Kiwi has a restraining order against me, so I doubt that.
Just sign the book.
Yeah,
Sign.
again, just
Fine.
sign
What
the
about-
book.
What about visas? What do you know?
No offense,
Holy
you're
shit.
great.
Okay, if you excuse me, Jayne,
What?
hand me the book.
Hey, yeah. There,
It's already been
whatever.
signed. It's already been signed. We're good.
Oh,
We're good.
was
It's been
conf-
signed.
no, I was confused for a second, it's fine.
Alright, now that that's done, is
That's
Okay.
not, close enough.
Alright,
Okay.
so is it...
Now we go into the second one, which is not for you, Jayne, but for Silas. Just to basically make you feel more comfortable about what you just signed. So maybe I should have done this one first, but that doesn't matter.
I've Shadow Mist back.
Out of character, I assume I have to sign something too, right?
We will sign our thing.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are
fine.
conditions in here. If you do not follow them, you will have to go to therapy.
Me?
Sound good?
Shit,
Sign
that's
it
a threat.
therapy?
Yeah, if you don't follow the stuff that's in here, if you don't sign it, any of that stuff, you're going to therapy.
I mean, I'm signing it anyway.
But if you
I'm-
break any of them, you're going to therapy.
I think
Okay.
Jesus should have therapy.
I think you
Damn.
should wait until you're
What a
talked
threat.
to.
Jesus.
Okay,
Back to
so-
Sanctuary.
Your Honor, I
Jayne.
don't feel comfortable around Jayne.
I wouldn't
Would you
either.
like to switch seats?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Well, I didn't want. Okay.
I'm sorry,
That's
Jayne
fine.
keeps antagonizing me.
That's fine. Okay, so Silas, you
Yes.
are, as well as
Oh,
what
what's
Jayne
the
has,
matter?
you are
You're
not allowed to
okay,
harm.
Whatever.
You are not
Yes.
allowed to harm or harass anyone unless it's in self-defense as well, and then actions taken against you with on a case-by-case basis. Pretty similar to what Jayne has, pretty much exactly. Is that fine?
Yes.
Jayne, I will put you in the corner.
What am I doing?
I'm assuming these terms are also meant to be specifically
Yo.
towards Jayne as well, so I'm not meant to do anything towards her either.
No, yes.
Okay.
Okay, you are able to request therapy, even though I know it's also the consequence if you don't do anything. You're allowed to request therapy whenever.
Okay.
You're just not required. Like Jayne is. And then you are required to protect Jayne in case anyone tries to take actions against Jayne. However, if there are any instances of this happening, you will have to tell me. because if you use force, if anybody uses force, tell me.
Okay. Understood.
Do you have any... Does either side of the table have any additional things they'd like added?
Beezus?
Negatory.
Midnight?
Not at all.
Awesome. This should be a lot quicker, right?
Yes.
Please just sign the book. Just sign the book and give it back.
That reminds me of a scene from
Do
Ghostbusters
I
Frozen
just sign
Empire.
on a separate page? Because I don't know where Jayne signed hers.
Just sign the book.
Okay.
Like, sign and close.
Jayne literally named the book Jayne Thunder.
Oh, so pause isn't in the name?
It's too long.
Oh.
Simon Lightning. Ciao.
That's not even his last name. Just put silence and put random fucking symbols on your
Watch
keyboard,
me
I'll
after
use it.
this. Watch me after this. Immediately just leave to go to Sanctuary.
Not without,
You will
not
be
without
getting
a guardian.
escorted back to a Diadem into Sage's house. Pretty much.
You'd
So
have
you
to drag
can't.
me
You
there.
literally go... Jayne.
I just really
Dramatic pause.
You're literally at a Diadem.
So can you please do glitch text for my thing, please? Please, it's just on the one page.
I literally was like, just put some random fucking
No, I
symbols
want
and
it,
it's good
please.
enough.
Just out of character, please.
Fine.
Please, thank you.
Simon, you're being
Yeah,
such
no.
a pathetic meow meow
You're
right
gonna
now.
have to. I'm going to Sanctuary. You're gonna have
I
to
like the
drag
glitch
me
text,
to it.
okay?
Is that a challenge?
You are
Yeah.
quite literally in lore currently. Like, this is not currently in lore. Like, right now it's not. What I mean is, like, currently in lore, in the roleplay chat, you are at a Diadem.
No, that
I
was
have Kevin.
the day after.
You are literally physically at a Diadem.
If you look in the
I
beginning,
have Kevin.
it was like the day after.
You look outside, it's already nighttime.
Jayne, I have Kevin. I'm not afraid to use it.
It's
If you look outside, we're already
You're
late
gonna
enough
have
into the
to-
night. That
Yeah, the
You're
clock
gonna
says
have
the
to
clock
drag
struck
me there.
midnight.
You're gonna have to drag me there. I'm.
I will.
Do I have permission to drag her by the ear?
fucking- Okay, that works.
What are you gonna do? What are you
Anyway,
gonna do? Put an
okay.
ankle monitor on me? I can't wear iron.
Midnight.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Midnight.
I'm here.
I can't
Okay.
wear iron, so you can't
This
do
is
you can't do
big.
any kind of tracking on me.
Jayne,
I have a bucket.
What's that gonna do?
hold off
What are you-
until we
It's
finish
iron.
signing.
With my
Hold off
bucket.
until we finish signing this. Okay? Just
You wouldn't
wait.
be able to find me if I left.
This is just.
Sorry.
I'm not giving you your axe back.
What?
This is basically just saying that we are witnesses to what they just signed. Just basically sign on the line. Got it?
Excuse me.
Mhm.
There's lines, sign your name next to it. And then toss it across the table.
Okay,
This
now
is
I'm
just
really
to-
not.
okay, this is just to confirm that you were witness to this event and agree to the terms that have been signed on. Basically.
Okay, well, no,
to
I'm
put it
not.
simply.
Just simply write your name next to the line.
I'm not doing the house arrest. I'm gonna say. unless
So
get
when do
shot
I
in
sign the
face.
guard thing?
When do you sign the what?
That's my turn.
The guard
You don't have
thing.
to deal with my turn.
I'll have it in your mail. Do you have a
Cuts
mailbox?
out again. God damn it. Yes.
You have. Okay, it'll be in your mailbox. Then you can just kind of drop it in my mailbox after you sign it. You know, it'll work. Jayne?
What?
Jayne?
What?
You want to have that attitude in with me?
Not until I get my axe back.
You're not gonna get it back until you can speak to me without an attitude.
Well, I'm not. Oh my god. I'm not doing shit until I get my axe back. That's my term.
Very well then. If the rest of you that are in this room would escort Jayne over to a Diadem, you
No,
can
I'm
use
kidding.
force if necessary.
No, I'm getting
Kevin.
my axe back.
Bring him over to Sage's house.
Midnight,
What?
you are welcome to go with them, obviously. Just make sure that Jayne
Mhm.
gets to Sage's house.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Before we do that, I have some questions about my
Actually,
contract.
light
But
aridity.
we can discuss it later, I assume.
Yeah, we can discuss
you
it.
always,
put light
you
Right.
always
away.
liked that. You always liked that axe.
Give me Trudy back.
I don't have a
Go
lead.
after Jayne.
I'm sorry.
Go after Jayne.
I
You're
was
guiding
told I should
Jayne.
have a lead.
You're making sure Jayne gets to a datum. And Jayne, remember the terms that you just signed.
Oh, that's cute.
Are you following them? Or are you going with them?
We live in a datum.
Yes, I know. I just didn't
So
know
we're
what you were
going
doing.
back home anyway.
Alright.
Oh,
Because you're
What?
also
Gonna
boring. Like
force
only
me?
Simon and me have fancy armor. Like look at us.
Fucking netherite armor trims.
I'm wearing netherite. It's purple.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
you
No,
gonna
no, no.
force
The
me over to
trims.
a
The
diamond?
trims. The trims on your armor.
Yeah,
We're
let's
going.
go.
I'm
on
wearing
a trip.
4 different trims.
I could just
No,
teleport.
no, no, I know.
I could just
but I'm talking
teleport
about
home.
like the color
Or
of your
anywhere,
trims.
really.
Jayne,
Yeah.
I would like to
Midnight
remind
Purple's the
you
best
of
one.
what you just signed agreeing to be under house arrest, and I would like you to remember what you are.
Well, I take back that agreement
Detained.
because I
Arrested.
A fame. A
You
fame.
can't
A
cannot.
fae.
take it back.
A fae.
I want my
You
axe.
can't just sign something and then verbally go, "Oh, I take it back."
Let's go. Once
No
you
take
stop
backsies.
having such an attitude with all of this stuff, you will get it back.
I want my axe back. So I'm,
We have
I'm
been
not going
more than
willingly
kind
You
to
are
you with what
under
you have
sentence
had
to. You
happen
cannot
to
have a
you.
weapon with you. Go
I've got
get
a
it
bucket.
afterwards.
I'm not
Move.
afraid to use it.
What is a bucket gonna do?
It's made of iron.
I mean, it's working.
I can tell this is going to take a while, so I'm going to head over to the base.
That's the wrong way.
Fast way for me.
I think
I'm gonna
I
go-
think we genuinely are just lost.
I'm gonna
Okay.
notify. I'm
Got
gonna
it.
Notify
Yeah.
Sage real quick.
It's dangerous for you to possess that.
My
axe.
tracking
I was gonna
skills
say, make
are
sure Jayne
still
gets
good.
through before we all go
Oh,
through.
Jayne. Jayne. Go. Don't make me bucket you.
What? You're.
Go through the portal. I have the bucket.
Why do you? Why? You look so weird with armor on.
Fuck do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not
Boat.
going in your
Yes, like yeah.
not going in your stinky ass boat.
Just hurry the fuck
It's not
up.
stinky. I don't.
You know what?
Alright,
you know
please.
what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Jayne's about to kill herself.
Jayne, get your ass over here.
Jump on my head. Jump on my head.
Do a backflip.
Jesus,
I was just
go.
gonna.
Are you guys boating?
I was gonna boat.
Jump on.
We're in
Where?
the nether.
I have fire
I'm
resistance.
gonna
It's
grab your
fine.
your neck like I'm just gonna.
Jesus, just go over to the portal.
Nobody cares. Get in the boat.
We just go. I don't
I'm
care if
pushing
you walk.
myself.
I don't care. Just walk to the portal. Let's just all go to the
That's,
portal.
I think that's the wrong way.
That's the no. The portal's the way that Jayne is going.
Slides away.
Oh.
Shit.
Crashing.
And then we just go through the portal.
All I
Just fell.
I simply thought.
Where'd
we were
Midnight
about
go?
community service. That's it.
I'm down here.
Here, hold on. I'll come get you. I'm performing a rescue mission. One moment.
Oh, wait, I can't TP to my wife. Never mind.
Oh wait, you can.
Shit.
What?
Jayne, stay still, please. There we go.
And then we go this way.
There we go.
I'm tall enough to do that. I am 9'8".
We're all
I wanna
tall
do
enough
it.
to
You
do
were
it. Jayne's
once-
character's short.
Don't forget, you were once smaller than me.
Rescue.
And look at me now. I'm better than you in every way possible.
Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, well, I
That was a very aggressive people.
doubt that. Are you flesh and blood? No.
Yeah, there's some of that in me, but it's honestly overrated, quite frankly.
That is such a racist thing to tell.
That also, yeah, wait, that's fucking racist.
Wait.
Yes, it is.
I think
You didn't think
Midnight's
about
my
it?
favorite person right now.
I'm sorry. I'm
Just
sorry.
I don't care.
Who are you to fucking
Let's go.
boss me around?
Up, dog.
Let's go. Please be home. Please be home. Please be home.
I want my
Wait,
axe
can I-
back. I still...
I don't have it.
Oh,
Hi.
All I've got is
That
this
was fast.
shitty one. This shitty diamond one.
She has a weapon.
They're over there. They're.
So do
That
I. Your
can
point?
and will- That I can and will use.
You want to hurt me? I'll bring out Kevin.
Who's Kevin? Oh,
Such a stupid name. for
Hey,
a
you wanna
sword.
meet Kevin?
Going against
That's
the
such
terms
a-
of the contract if she tried
That's
to.
such a stupid name for a sword.
that is
That's talk for a
absolutely
fellow with a
weird,
small
but by
cock.
the way, I want that to be canon. Oh my god.
Kevin is canon.
No, my Kevin. Who's Kevin? Oh.
Jayne,
Look behind you, pussycat.
turn around.
Pussycat.
Jayne, turn around.
From the hit song, What's New, Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Can
whoa.
you put the axe away, please? Thank you. I'm guessing that was a very short session, but I'm guessing it wasn't easy.
I mean, Jayne pleaded guilty, so.
Yeah, I just
Is
sent
this
you.
you?
I called
know,
you
I
after
heard
the
it.
trial. I sent you a little thing.
I know.
You can say a voicemail.
Yeah,
They exist.
I did send him a voicemail.
Yeah, but you didn't say the word voicemail.
Anyway,
you said a
yeah,
thing.
the contracts have been signed now.
It's neither.
This is
To
Sage.
answer your question,
This
Midnight,
is
it's
Sage,
neither.
Midnight.
Wait, Sage is not a cat. Sage is not a cat.
Sage is
No?
not a cat. They're not actually siblings.
They're
I'm
not siblings by
going-
blood, if that's what.
As I said,
Yeah.
Every
as
time,
I said
every
in the
time.
voicemail, I was
okay,
going
whatever.
to go spend the night with Ink and Moon, but
No.
As you know, the
He's-
house arrest thing we talked about. So Jane's here,
brought me
and
here
had to
by
get forced here
force.
because Jayne refused to go willingly.
I had to use a bucket.
Yeah.
A bucket. You didn't use
Midnight, I don't know
about
if
it.
you've met Sage or not. This is Sage. Sage,
No, I
this is
haven't.
Midnight.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Jane's younger brother.
Oh, okay.
You didn't make it that difficult for them, did you?
Yes.
Yes.
It was incredibly difficult.
Not
Okay.
really. I just
I'm-
refused to go with them unless they gave me Shadow Mist back.
Jane, you can't have Shadow Mist back. It's been submitted for evidence.
Well, the trial is
As
over
I've
now,
told
so I
Jane,
deserve to
until
have my axe
Jane-
back.
Until Jane can talk to me without an attitude, I'm gonna hold on to it.
That aside, Jane, a murderer after a trial is done, they don't get their murder weapon back after that. That's not how that works.
Well, here it's different.
Well, yes, here is different. It's definitely different than the Harshlands. Don't be giving these people a hard time. Mind you, you used
Humiliating,
that
that's
weapon
what
to
it
kill
is.
people in the past. Well, that's what happens when you get put on trial.
What the hell is so funny?
Yes, I'd like that.
Okay, I'll make one.
This is the one who got
don't
who ended
currently
up
have one
pleading
on me.
guilty.
Okay, that's fine. You can just give it to me later.
Yeah, I'll give it
Well-
to you.
Says the one who's harmed multiple people. Says the one
Jesus.
who. Hmm?
Just leave it to me. It's fine.
Why don't you go back home now? Get
All right.
some rest. You
Yeah.
did great as a lawyer. You did great in court. Go get some rest.
Yeah,
I'll talk
they
to you
did
later.
so great.
I-
They did so
I need to talk with you
amazing.
privately, real quick.
Okay.
Beezus, I cleaned up the place, but I made sure to leave all of your stuff in the spot where you left it, so I didn't move anything.
Oh,
around.
thank God. Thank God. You're the best. Thank you so much.
It's
Amanda,
no problem.
both of the other two of you need to talk to me privately.
Look, I just need to ask a quick favor. That's all. In private.
Okay.
Yeah, it's best to
So
go
it'll take 5
home.
seconds.
So
Oh,
nice to meet you.
I'm not screen sharing, am I?
Same. I
was
guess
gonna
we'll
say,
be
we
seeing
just
you
want
around.
to Switch VCs
Yeah.
briefly.
Oh, I was just gonna slash
I see.
MSG real quick.
Okay.
Thanks, Midnight, for everything.
No problem.
No way. Wasn't much help.
You'd be coming, so I was preparing some soup, so. Jayne?
Even the basement is exactly how I remember it.
Well, yeah. I requested it of Silas, and he made sure it was an exact replica.
Why?
Well, to put it simply, he owed me, and this is what I wanted. The
Why
question is, who
did you want this to be an exact replica, though? Like, that big of a
Well,
remnant from the past.
well, I'm pretty sure Silas brought you to the pocket dimension, right? He saved the entirety of the Harsherland's history in there, somehow. At least
Pocket
world-wise.
dimension?
Huh, I guess you weren't brought there then. He has a world that's quite literally a copy of the Harsherlands in general.
He does?
Yeah.
So,
How do you think he got an exact replica of my home?
how do you... Oh, man. How do we see this replica?
You'll have to talk with him. I don't really know myself. He just brought me there all of a sudden.
Maybe this won't be so bad after all. I would like to... Gosh, it's been so long.
He probably would, though I don't think he would do it right now, considering the episode that Soul told me that you started.
You don't understand. It's stupid and humiliating and... Ugh. Just wanted my damn axe back. I don't trust it in anybody else's hands but mine.
Jayne, that axe is bad and you know it.
I've had it on me for centuries. It's part of who I am for a reason.
Yeah, and it totally wasn't imbibed with the power of an eldritch being that you killed, yeah.
It's... I still keep that axe around to remind myself of all the
Jayne, answer me this question.
harm I've used it for.
Ever since you gave that axe and it was submitted into evidence and you haven't had it in your possession since, have your hallucinations been bad? Have you had any as of recently, since it was taken?
I mean, some, but not as
So not as often. And not as bad.
as bad as before, no.
Have you ever questioned why you've like become so obsessed with it in the first place?
Well, that goes way back, all the way to...
Well, aside from just material attachment, I'm talking about in general. That axe was imbibed with the power of eldritch gods. And not only that, after everything, from what I was told, you literally almost got chased down by other eldritch beings that from what I know of, Mr. killed for you.
Yeah.
That axe isn't healthy, and you know it.
I still have a shard of it somewhere. I know... Well, it's missing quite a few shards. I know Silas's brother has a piece.
Mm-hmm.
But it always seems to regenerate itself back.
Well, that shard's a relic, so to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised that they kept it from being taken or broken.
I don't know if that axe is... I've had that axe for centuries, and it's never given me bad hallucinations until recently. So I doubt it's the cause.
Well, in my opinion, I think it is. And regardless, even if it wasn't, it not being the cause of your problems isn't going to make it magically reappear back in your hands. You've harassed, hurt, and attacked people with it. That's that. It's been submitted into evidence, you can't just get it back.
Yeah, I know. Which makes me upset.
I'm happy you were honest, at least, though. I mean, I don't know what I expected. You're Fae. You can't really lie unless you bend the truth.
Well, I mean, if I pled not guilty, then it would have been lying.
If you did, then the court case would have been continued, and they would have probably made your sentence harsher if you tried to fight against it and say that you didn't do any of those things. It would have just gotten worse, more than it already is.
Look, I don't mind... Oh, I'm gonna go up here. I don't mind staying here. I mean, staying here with you in an old house that's just like your old one, I don't mind, but the fact that I feel like I'm gonna be forced to, and house arrest,
Well, I
Sage,
mean,
you know how I feel
Jayne,
about that.
you
know
signed
that's
that
happened
contract already.
before.
Jayne.
I mean,
Jayne, listen, okay. You do realize you signed that contract, right?
yes.
And
But
you
even
do
then, I
realize
tried
that
to
with
argue
you
against
signing it, well, you still signed it. Sis, you as a Fae signed that contract. That makes it Fae binding. You can't go against it. You can't just say, oh, I take it back all of a sudden. You signed it and it's in print. You can't just break that contract. The only thing that could potentially end all of this is if you go through with your sentence and follow it through.
Well, they didn't even tell me what the community service would entail.
You'll
Like,
simply
what do
be
they
of
want me
s-
to
of
do?
assistant.
Be a servant? Be a maid? Be
No, you'll simply be helping
subservient
people with
to
their
everybody
tasks.
again?
No. Jayne, this rebelliousness and paranoia isn't gonna get you anywhere.
I'm trying to be rebellious.
Do you really think I would have gone through with this if I knew it would have been worse for you? I agreed to be your primary caretaker. And to make sure that you were not being taken advantage of during this sentence. Do you really think I would have gone through with this if I had a hunch that something bad would happen to you? Yes, I was in on it, knowing that I was going to be your primary caretaker, but that aside, obviously I couldn't tell you because I wasn't allowed to until you signed the contract, but do you really think I would just let them do all of this to you when they're asking me to do this? No, you're not going to be forced to be in full obedience to somebody. You're not going to be forced into subservience. No, that's not happening. You are simply making up for your actions by,
Well, then
I
why didn't
suppose,
they?
how would you word it?
Well, then they should have given me some kind of harsher sentence then.
So you want them to treat you terribly.
I mean, honestly, Sage, I feel like just community service and house arrest isn't enough. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like they...
What's even wrong with your sentence? I feel like it's fair.
No,
You're not being punished or tortured in any way, which I very much prefer. And you are simply being asked to serve acts of good to the community and making up for your actions. What's terrible about that?
Well, that's the thing. Nothing I do would ever make up for my actions. Not even back then. And I
So
just
you'd
feel
prefer
like
them torture you or even worse, kill you?
I mean, I feel like that's what I
No,
deserve.
that's not happening to you, and I wouldn't let that happen.
It's happened
Come
many
on,
times.
you know what we went
Sage.
through back during the Atlas War.
Do
Do
you weren't
know how
here?
great this world is?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I just would rather go home, honestly.
And
I
where's
appreciate Crimson Hollow.
home? You know we can't leave. Not just because I don't want to, or you don't want to. No, they wouldn't. What makes you think that?
Because they've always helped me before.
Yeah, in what ways? Are they just as big of an act as literally allowing you to go back to your home dimension compared to everyone else who's still forced to be here?
I don't know.
Just because a god likes you and helps you with trivial tasks doesn't mean they're going to go above and beyond to help you do world-breaking things. You almost broke one of their rules from what I remember when, apparently from what I heard, you tried building a portal back. You would have killed everybody.
Exactly, that's why I feel like I deserve a... That sounds so masochistic of me, but it's true.
You know what? You know who it reminds me of? You wanna know who you're acting like? You're acting like Auntie Sloth right now. I said it.
Sloth?
Yeah. Come on, do you seriously think Sloth does what she does just because she likes it? She just wants everyone to hate her. I've tried breaking those walls, and it's not exactly easy. For the both of you, it's easier to make everyone hate you than actually work to making up for your actions, and that's not gonna work this time.
I don't know what to do.
Listen, so far it's pretty basic.
I appreciate the million sending you here. I really do. I don't like it. I mean, other than Sanctuary, my brethren that all live there, other than that, I just don't like it here. I mean, heck, I was happier in Orencia.
Well, here's the thing. We can't do anything about that. Sure, we can travel to Orencia. I've never been there, so you could probably
It's
show
empty.
me.
It's
But that
empty
aside,
now.
we can't
Just like the Harshlands, it's empty. It doesn't matter.
No, the Harshlands doesn't even exist anymore. It was destroyed.
I know.
Entirely.
Well, there's still that pocket dimension.
Well, yes, but that's merely just a husk of what the world looked like. There's no living, breathing, sentient beings there. There's no people there. There's nothing. It's just the world itself. You can't just go there and live the rest of your life there.
Well, do you think Silas would at least let me go in and see it?
Most likely. But you're going to have to actually earn that privilege. Remember, you don't exactly have a good track record with him as is. It's simple. You're simply just going to be in house arrest with me, which isn't even going to be much. You're still going to be allowed to traverse the place. You will just have to be under the watch of a caretaker, whether that be me or Asmodee, if it's still within the territory of Adidum, or if it's outside Adidum's territory, you're going to be with Midnight.
Like I'm
Though I don't know them that well.
Like I'm supposed to be a baby. Like I'm supposed to be your bodyguard, but now people are going to be having to bodyguard me. Do you know how shameful that is? Like, at least, like...
To be honest, it's a pretty funny turntables kind of thing.
God, I wish I wasn't adverse to iron. I would much rather wear an ankle monitor than have to be constantly watched every time I go out.
You're not even going to be watched. You're simply just going to have someone there with you to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So, let's say... I remember hearing a few things from Silas when the court case happened. I don't know, like with how QV apparently wished you had gone through torture as a means of making up for what you did. Yeah, I don't want that happening. So, like, for example, if QV is to try and attack you just because you're under a sentence, QV can't do that without going on trial themselves. So, you can't hurt anyone, but people also can't hurt you. And in my opinion, the caretaker stuff, that's not a bad thing. Besides, I've been wanting you to take a break anyway. Sure, I'm here now and that means you resume your work as a bodyguard, but in my opinion, I think this is a nice change.
I guess so, yeah.
And besides, as for community service, considering you signed it, I can talk about it. I don't think it's gonna get anywhere worse other than you just being of assistance to people. Obviously, no one can harm you or torture you, so no one can do that as a means of you being in assistance to them. No, that's not gonna happen. You're probably just going to help people with trivial tasks. Maybe you'll be forced to be an assistant to someone in, like, some place like a library or something. I don't know.
Now what does
Something
that be alive?
simple like that. I mean, Silas is building a library, but that's besides the point.
Well...
You can still go to Sanctuary, and you can still go to any place or any other home that you have. But you are under house arrest, so you are to be
spend
here.
the night there.
I couldn't exactly correct you. I wasn't allowed to say anything until you went through with the signing.
You didn't forewarn me about this beforehand. I would have been more prepared.
I couldn't say anything. It wasn't my right. It was for Asmodee as the judge, and for everyone else who was meant to be there. Your attorney, Silas, and Beezus. I don't know. This is a good change of pace.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry if I don't seem so enthusiastic about it.
I mean, I can't blame you. This was a literal court trial and a fake contract that is binding, so...
very much would rather be locked up or something.
Well, from what I've heard about the prison incident, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. If anything, it would just be a bad image on whoever built it in the first place. Or, I don't know. I would rather history not repeat itself in rhymes, thank you. Did you eat anything? Before you came here, or before you went to the signing, or anything?
I haven't. Remember, I was in a rush to leave this morning. I overslept, so I didn't have time to eat anything.
No, I get it.
So
Okay.
now I haven't eaten all day.
Well, I have soup, if you want it.
Sure. Your soup is
Alright.
always good.
I'll be right back. Please, it's just normal mushroom stew. What good is it gonna do? Okay. What is it?
Oh, nothing. I was following you, but I'll come back up.
I mean, you don't need to. I mean, after today, or whenever it begins, you'll start serving community service, so you might as well start enjoying yourself for the next day or two.
I appreciate that.
If you'd like, I can just sleep down here in the living room. You can just take the bedroom if you want. I don't mind. I mean, it's not like anything is going to change. You'll be staying here for the time being while under house arrest, so...
I don't want
I'd say you're going to be living quite comfortably. It's a big bed.
Okay. If you insist.
If anything, I can see if there's space to make a second bed somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat this and then I'm gonna sleep.
Probably just a second one right here. I don't mind.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I don't know what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm. I say I wouldn't stress too much about it, honestly. I mean, you already read the terms of the contract. It's not like anything terrible can happen to you.
Yeah.
You get some rest. I'm gonna clean up the place for a little bit. If you want, there's a bathroom right there. There's no bathtub, but I could probably install one if it's really needed.
Thank you. Truly.
Yeah, it's no problem. I've got dishes to clean. You go ahead and rest.
Do see if you can talk to Silas about that pocket dimension thing. I think it would be nice for, at some point, you and I to explore it together.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
I'd say change. I don't think those are the kinds of clothes you want to sleep in, but that's besides the point. Sleep well!
Thank you.
Atlas at the moment is a group.
Hey, folks, there's someone here?
How the fuck
Hey.
did you know where this place is?
No.
Go into the bar.
What are you doing? How did you know where this place is?
Don't move. No one move. Head that way, Jayne. Come on.
Why me?
Go. Come on. can't do it with Shadow Mist. I heard that you're missing that as well. Oh, no. Don't say a word. Please, you don't have anything put together right now, and I can see that. I can hear it, I can sense it. So just stay quiet. If I ask you, you'll answer, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can I get a fucking word out of you? Can you just say yes?
Yes.
A simple fucking question. Oh, shit. Shouldn't be here. Just say it out loud. Look them all in the eye. Go ahead. No, you see that one all the way in the back? Ladder?
Yeah,
Right
if
in the eye. And say that little agreement we had.
if Ari got hurt.
Say it. No, say it so she can hear you!
If Ari got hurt, it would be on
What?
me.
What?
If Ari got hurt, it would be my fault.
And what did you do today?
It was just.
It what?
I don't have an explanation. I was just.
You don't? So why did you do it? Did we have this conversation time and time again about thinking before you do something, Jayne? You what?
All I ever wanted to do was
Keep saying I. All you ever wanted to do was what?
keep her
End up hurting
safe
Arya after
from
this?
Atlas.
Keep her, and you knock her out?
I didn't mean to knock her out.
You didn't mean to knock her out. Okay. So I didn't mean to hit you in the back of the head with this axe, right? Right? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to. Oops. That slipped. I didn't mean to drop that. My apologies. Right?
Hey.
I didn't mean to. Oh, my bad. I slipped.
Stop. Okay.
Accidentally.
Oh God.
Drop that.
Just look.
Look at what? Look at what?
I only wanted
Look
to
at
keep
how
her
much
safe.
of a fool you were?
But
Listen, I promised one person that you wouldn't die tonight. I'm gonna keep that fucking promise. Unlike you.
I promised her.
No,
I
you
would
didn't
keep
promise
her
shit.
safe, but
You don't
failed.
promise shit if you can't hold it up. Where's your little leader? Where's your little leader? Where's your little leader?
She's in the afterlife right now, getting
Whose
healed.
fault is that?
There's.
Yeah?
She was
Yeah?
corrupted.
Take a deep breath.
And
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Come on. Come on.
Stop.
Come on. Oh, you're gonna hit back now? Come on. Take a deep breath.
Hey.
No, come
Hey.
here. Come here.
She had to go back to her afterlife only
she
for a
had to
short
go
time,
back.
so she was able to be healed.
I absolutely agree. You have to go and fucking die. But you know what? I'm not even gonna give you that. Because you got the satisfaction of getting me riled up again. Next time, you fuck up, I'm going to rot. Okay, Jayne? And I will make sure you don't die. I will make sure you never get out. We'll just rot there. Just like what you did to Zeph, right? Oh yeah, thank you for doing that. That really shows how confident Oasis is, right? And how little they care about their little teammates. I'll do exactly the same thing, but at least you'll have a visitor, right? Someone that'll visit you every day. Make sure your stay is a living out.
You wouldn't do that.
I'm not talking about Zeph. I'm talking about myself. Do you not get that?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I get it.
Because you say that every single time we talk.
Well, this time you're
This
right
time
about
what?
everything.
This time, that time. How about next week?
I know I
Consider
can't.
this your last warning. You could have your little game of pretend here again. The last time. If you want to prove it to me that you're capable of something, build an army.
An army, huh?
Because it seems like your little ragtag group of friends, or whatever the fuck you want want to call a family isn't enough to stop the current threat at hand, I think you're gonna need more than a little group of friends. Can't even keep your people in check. You know I have the upper hand here.
You always
Remember,
have.
all these people here, other than those three back there, I fought all of you at the same time before.
You've
I'll do it
always
again.
had the upper hand, no matter what.
And you still do this shit, right? You still do what you can to piss me off.
Yeah, not purposely, but yeah, you
It really does sound like you're trying to do it on purpose, so Jane.
told Sarah I'd leave this up to her, but
You see this?
yeah.
That'll be you.
So this is a threat.
Is it a threat, Jane? You know that it's more than a threat.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be your destination if you keep this up.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me. Thank you for your time, but I think it's about time you should probably go.
About time I should go? No, I don't think so, Jane. There's one other thing if you don't want to disband your little game of pretend here. Send Arya home.
Send Arya.
What?
I think it would be for the better.
Shouldn't that be Arya's decision?
I don't
It
want
could
her.
be, but also on top of that, the leader is capable of dismissing people, right? Or do you not understand that, Sarah?
I understand that. You can dismiss people, but I mean, why would we dismiss Arya? What's the point of that?
Jane? What's the point?
Because I've already hurt her enough, and if she stays here,
It's
she'll
not
hurt
about
more.
that. Because you're siding with someone trying to take down everything. And this person over here hesitated a little and joking, possibly work with them. But I'll take care of that, Angie. I'm
Yeah.
doing what's best for your little group, right? Because I care about your little group.
You did
Ain't that
care,
right? Ain't that right?
huh? Yeah.
That
You
right,
did.
Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Send her home.
Ari, I think it's best if you go. You know the way home, right? I think you should probably go.
So I see you've been getting busy, Jane. Let's do some
Yes.
catching up, my friend.
As always. It's
Always, yeah.
it's always a
one way to put
delight to see you again.
Oh, enough of the formalities here, Jane. What have you been up to, my friend? Come on.
Oh, just wandering around here and there, being alone.
Wandering around, being alone. Being alone.
Handling situations and
What? Like what? Like what? Let's come on. Entertain my little questions.
I did what I needed
you know
to do
what?
to help my friends.
That's enough. Zaf, just take care of this. Tie her down. Make sure she can't move. Can't walk. Can't do anything. Sarah, you might want to step aside.
Oh shit!
Alright.
Now, bring her over there. Come on. No, come on. Nothing you can do.
Let's go.
I was trying to do this in a civil manner, but I guess no. Sit her down right there.
What are you?
This should be fine. Just sit her down. Make sure she's comfortable.
You guys are really stooping this low just for answers.
Stooping low. What are you? If we're stooping low, what are you in this fucking mess, Jayne?
I think I'm just trying to survive.
So then I'm doing the exact same thing, my friend. You know, Jayne, I can make this way worse for you. You know that? What this is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's poison.
And what is this?
That's harming.
Look. And then this one. What is that?
What is it?
This is the one I'm holding. Just take a look at the one I'm holding.
I can't tell. It's weakness, I think.
Weakness. Beautiful. I've heard that you're very familiar with these, Jayne.
Yeah.
Are you? How familiar are you, Jayne?
Very familiar.
You what? You stay there. Oh, wait. You don't have a choice. Isn't that right? Here. That's something that'll remind you of whatever home you fucking came from, right? Is it really about being... I don't need you to be afraid for you to fucking listen to me. For you to do what I tell you, I don't need fear.
If you hurt or kill me, it'll just hurt Ariete more.
Says who?
Says her. She still came looking for my help.
Jayne, that doesn't matter anymore. That's where we're going. No one's gonna find you. Do you understand that? No one.
What?
I should have done this ages ago. But you know what? Let's hold off on that. Let's have a little fun. You see this burning candle?
Yeah.
Let me see that wound of yours. Let me seal it up for you.
No.
You can't move. You can't fucking move. You're tied up. You don't have a say in it. Oh, you need some metal. I need some help here. Don't worry.
This is...
I got you covered. Hot candle wax will just go into your wounds and...
Yeah.
We'll make everything whole again, Jayne. Broken husk of a fucking cat you are. It's just gonna be whole.
This is...
Not right. You won't worry about being infected or infecting others by being around them.
Is this how you treated Ariete?
No. I've treated her with much more care, professional care. This is what I've learned growing up in the fucking battlefield, Jayne.
Because I didn't have to manipulate her. She already knew how terrible Chanterelle was, and this.
What?
This is
what?
Proof.
What?
Yeah.
You said this was your home, right?
Not this place, but certainly Flower Fields. And...
No, here. Come on.
Thank you for that.
Oh, fucking come here. I'm gonna drag your fucking face to this fucking window. Come on, take a look. Take a look!
I see it. It's...
What is that? Anyways, Jayne. You and I are gonna have a lot of fun in the upcoming weeks.
Upcoming weeks? You're never really around anymore.
That doesn't matter, Jayne. Everything you have on you, I'm going to take. Now, where's Zaf?
What are you gonna do?
You're not gonna go anywhere in nor out of this fucking building. So I hope you enjoy your stay in Chanterelle, Jayne. This is what you've always wanted from the beginning. You always wanted to be a part of this place.
Not
I'm gonna give it to
anymore.
you. Come on, Zaf, get over here.
That was a long time ago.
drag her to that little compartment that you told me about downstairs. Okay?
You people are sick.
You can yell and scream all you want. No one's here to help you because you've deserted every single one of them. You betrayed every single one of them as well. No, it doesn't matter. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. Get your last sips of water in. It's the last time you'll have clean one. Come on.
What are you doing?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter to you? Come on.
You know, I thought
You have.
actually changed at one point.
I did, but not for you.
Actually,
I'm never gonna change for you.
yeah, I'm never gonna change for you either.
I don't need you to change. The only change I want from you is your last fucking breath. But that's for later. I have a lot more in store. Here, get back over here. Come on. Hold that and let me wake her up. Rise and fucking shine, bitch. You have fun? Getting comfortable? What? You surprised to see me?
No.
Here, come here. Come on. Let's fucking go. Yup. Now get here in the center, yeah. It's not like you run away anyways.
Are you?
You know my friend here?
It's nice to see you again.
Is it? Nice to see you.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's not.
Why not?
I'm not happy seeing you here. I'm not happy seeing you breathing. But, unfortunately, I have a lot in store.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what did you do to Arietti? Oh, sorry. Let me let you speak.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What did you do to her? Come here. Don't be shy. She's not gonna hurt you anymore. Come on. Look her in the eyes. What did you do? We're getting you closure, and we're giving Jayne everything that she gave to you back. It's a circle here. You don't need to carry these burdens. You can just hand them back to the person who gave them to you. No. Alright, so what did you do?
Well, exactly what you just did.
What did you do?
Exactly what you just did.
You just lost your chance of getting healed. Now, if you're really trying to stop me from doing this, that I can't do this to her, she should have never done it to you in the first place. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints come marching in. Like that? Did she do that to you? Or was it like this? But, you know, forget it. That's enough of what she did to you. No.
I don't want to see her anymore.
Is that all you want?
Yeah.
You know, fine. Zeph, walk her out. Make sure she's out of Chanterelle, out of Flower Fields, out of the main SMP, before you unbound her. And, you know, cut off the rest of that tail for me.
No, I'm not.
Sure.
Thank you. No.
Let's go.
Please, let's.
No. I fell asleep in these damn clothes. I knew I would. gosh, I need to change and washing up. I need to change and wash up.